Good Lord and holy Nicodemus. Another assassination attempt. Always an interesting thing when we find folks on rooftops with guns and no idea how they got there. What do we have on this, Biggs? Smalls? Nolan. How does Zaccheus get up in that tree waiting to see Jesus? Start building a profile with this bio. Come on now. I want a hard target search of any residence, gas station, farmhouse, henhouse, doghouse, outhouse along the yellow brick road to his final destination in Oz. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You got that? Good. Now, let's get on our way. Bio. Now. Shoot.
Well, boss, the decedent suspect was a 20-year-old with an associate's degree.
Well, la-dee freaking da. Not on his way to be a Wall Street banker. Okay. What's his major? Engineering science major. Community College of Allegheny County. Graduated just a couple of months ago. But working as a dietary aide in a local nursing home. Passed a background. No major concerns discovered. Plan to go to Pitt or Robert Morris University, but leaning to the latter. Small private school, about 3,000 students, a little cheaper than Pitt, boss.
We'll get back to that latter later.
He's got a little turbulence on takeoff to his land of dreams if he's working as a dietary aide in some nursing home. But stay on track. Pitt. What's that, 20,000 students? Big state school. Football. 49% selective. Okay. He's not even thinking he's Harvard material. Okay. What are the stats on this Robert Morris University? Never heard of it. Looks like a small private school, boss. About, 3,000 students. A little cheaper than Pitt, boss. That sounds more like our mark. Small town Pennsylvania boy. Middle class. What do you have on the parents? Family. Professional counselors. Licensed social workers for over 20 years. License is about to expire next year. Father is also a published psychologist with an income about $310,000 annually. Mom used to be an elementary or middle school teacher, public school, before the kids arrived. Then became a homemaker. If dad is bringing home the bacon, why not? What else you got?
Christian Democrats, boss. Time says they have some health issues, scrawny and kind of weak, still unidentified, the father, but appeared to investigators as loving parents who may or may not have been closely attuned to their son's activities.
When your kid has a toe tag after being engaged by snipers, all on CNN, your parents may be a little out of touch if they don't know what's going on. That'll be quite the understatement. Obviously, they never brought their social work home with them, and Dad's a published psychologist. Alrighty then. Got any other problem children in this psych ward? 2 siblings, boss. 2 different accounts on the sister. One says she's still in high school, younger. But another says she's older, moved away from the family home about 3 years ago. 2 jobs. One is a janitor at the local high school and moonlighting as a waitress, apparently. But registered Republican, moving away politically from her parents. And an older brother working as a plumber. Shooter was maybe middle child, but it's not clear yet from reports. Definitely a middle child who got a middle finger in life, that's for sure. Typical. Not even the oldest son is on his way to UPenn or some Ivy League in New England. What's our wannabe Hinckley gonna be Oswald doing in high school? You'd surprise me right now if you said football hero or prom king. Hell, prom queen these days. Apparently he was described as a bit of a misfit, nerd type by his former friends and neighbors. Kind of quiet, shy, withdrawn, loner, few and no real friends, off to himself in his own world, easy mark. Bullied in high school, no surprise, but apparently his high school classmates also described him as the high school shooter. but they say he had little to no aggressive inclinations, at least as a teenager. Ever see a nerd get aggressive with a bully? Probably not. Probably not, fellas. Come on. Welcome to Fight Club. This is high school. Become the wrong guy to attack, and maybe some evolutionary pressure will evolve your situation from being just another punk in the lunchroom getting your lunch stolen in high school. Like a science. Do the math. Look at this bright future possibility here. Yeah, easy mark. What's going on with the academics? What's he doing in school? What kind of grades? What qualifies are not quite Einstein for Pennsylvania equivalent of BCU, but in a private college? Harvard of the Adirondacks. They describe him as an above-average student at Bethel Park High School. Graduated with high honors and won some $500 star award from the National Math and Science Initiative. $500 whole dollars. Wow. That may not even get the kid beer for 1 week in college. Okay. Not quite the National Merit Scholar either, but still dad's pushing over $300,000 in his kid's butt's stuck in free school. Oh, that's good psychology. Maybe they respect his pronouns. Here's something, boss. The kid was bullied for wearing camouflage hunting outfits and surgical masks to school. Before our pandemic or after? Quite a few kids fell into that category, running around with masks on that don't work. Bleach and one-ply cotton, impervious to microbial penetration. What kind of sense does that make? Some parents apparently even petitioned to make these kids wear these diapers on their faces in a pandemic. He enjoyed playing chess, and video games. Quite the stud muffin. It says he was learning how to program computers. Anything else on our young Zaccheus before he's up there in the sycamore tree? Gonna kick the dust of that tiny town off his feet and see the world, right? Now, a funny thing happened on the way to the farm, didn't it? Wait, boss. Our shooter had tried out for his school's rifle team, but he failed the tryout because of a poor aim. Like an Oswald shooter, major. Sure, but on game day, our not quite big man on campus, BMOC, decides he's Audie Murphy and tries to take off a man's head with a headshot. Not a body shot at less than 200 meters. What range do we have on this target? 120 to 150 meters? At the shot, an expert or sharpshooter could make in basic training. Hell, a 22 out of 40 hit knucklehead private is going to hit that stationary target. 150 meters. Stop it. With no rangefinder or a scope, no need to calculate windage, not at that distance. If he was that good, he wouldn't have to be that close. This is not exactly the jackal on a water tower kind of guy. And he obviously doesn't think he is, or he wouldn't be that close. Boss, reports say the suspect got ID'd at security around 1500 hours, 3 o'clock, 3 hours before the event. Trying to go through the magnetometer with rangefinder. No weapon. Not detained, but it alerted security to put a lookout on him. That put him on the radar. Maga, what? Magnetometer, boss? Metal detector? Why did you just say so? Keep it simple. I haven't had my coffee yet. But I saw that. Call for help. He's a chess player. He may be looking to be put in check by somebody else coming in, intervening, refereeing the game until the game is over. Not quite checkmate, just check long enough to be overcome by events. Minimal compliance with a poorly executed plan. Looking for an escape, no way out. But they let him go. They say he had purchased, 50 rounds of ammunition and a ladder from Home Depot a few days before. I'll get back to that. We already have some scrawny kid walking around at an outdoor event with an assault rifle and nobody sees him until he's on the freaking roof. This message was approved by Major Mike Webb. Honest. This has been a Filmways presentation, darling. And y'all go back now. Yeah.